we will respond.
The White House on Monday said U.S. President Joe Biden was weighing his options after the drone attack in Jordan by Iran-backed militants that killed 3 U.S. service members and wounded dozens more. Here's White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby.
We do not seek another war. We do not seek to escalate. But we will absolutely do what is required to protect ourselves, to continue that mission, and to respond appropriately to these attacks.
Earlier in the day, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin spoke on the issue as well.
The President and I will not tolerate attack on U.S. forces, and we will take all necessary actions to defend the U.S. and our troops.
Later, Pentagon spokesperson Sabrina Singh identified the soldiers killed in Sunday's attack, the youngest victim just 23 years old.
The names of those soldiers who lost their lives were Sergeant William Rivers, Specialist Kennedy Sanders, and Specialist Breonna Moffett. Right now, we assess that there are more than 40 that have been injured. We do expect that number to continue to fluctuate as our service members, as you know with TBI, report symptoms later on, so that number could continue to grow.
The attack put new political pressure on Biden to deal a blow directly against Iran, a step he has been reluctant to take out of fear of igniting a broader war. Sunday's strike marks the first deadly attack against U.S. troops since the Israel-Hamas war erupted in October. The United States is trying to determine how the suicide drone managed to evade the base's defenses.
What I can definitely say is that the strikes that took place on U.S. service members represent a fundamental change in the rules of engagement.
Allison McManus, the managing director of the Department of National Security at the Center of American Progress, says she anticipates a response to the drone attack quite soon.
Iran has taken advantage, frankly, of the current moment of conflict to do what Iran has been doing for many, many years, which is to disrupt, to target the U.S. and partners in a variety of ways, mostly through the efforts of its proxy militias. So again, what Iran is doing is testing where that line is, how much it can get away with in targeting U.S. interests, whether those are military interests or economic interests, and really testing the U.S. in terms of its response.
U.S. troops have been attacked over 150 times in Iraq, Syria, and Jordan, as well as on warships in the Red Sea, where Houthi fighters in Yemen have been firing drones and missiles at them.
He looked at me and he said, "I'm sorry, Miss Moffett, but Breonna was killed this morning in a drone attack." And I'm like, my baby, you can't take my baby. And she's gone. She's not coming back. When I see her again, it's in her casket. She's not walking through my front door.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Sean, I wish I didn't have to make this call. I know, everybody, I know there's nothing anybody can say or do to ease the pain. I've been there.
Yes, sir, we understand.
I just want you to know that you're in my prayers, in my heart. I know you don't want the press at the return of the body, but with your permission, I'd like to be there with you, if that's okay.
We would love for you to be there.
Well, You know, and by the way, we're promoting her posthumously to sergeant.
Oh, wow. That is the best news I've heard today. Thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to us.
Oh, well, I tell you what, it means a lot to me. My son spent a year in Iraq until I lost him, and you know, 1% of all these kids are the ones that we're going to take care of 99% of us. And look, I really do know. I got one of those phone calls out of the blue and tell me my wife and daughter were dead when a tractor trailer hit them when I was a young senator, and then my son Bo, he lived near a burn pit in Baghdad. He came down with stage 4 glioblastoma, brain tumor, and lost him too. But you know,
Yes, sir. We know that you can definitely feel our pain.
well, unfortunately, I do. But I can tell you one other thing. You won't believe it now, and I hope it won't be angry when I say it. The day will come. The day will come when you walk by a park you used to play Kennedy played in, or you open a closet and you smell the fragrance of her clothing or something like that, and you'll smile before you cry. That's when you know you're going to make it. It takes a hell of a long time to get there, but I promise you'll get there.
Well, I just thank you so much for your words of comfort, especially from a parent who's experienced it. And, you know, if you've made it through, I know that, you know, we can make it through as well. So I just appreciate your words.
And Sergeant Sanders, God, she had the picture I'm looking at, she has such a beautiful smile. God love her.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
She did. She absolutely did light up every room she was in. We are very thankful to you for your thoughts, prayers, and concerns and everything that you're doing to protect our veterans. We trust whatever decision you make going forward. We trust that it will be the best interest of our country. Thank you for everything that you're doing.
Well, thank you. Keep me in your prayers. I pray every single day that I make the right decisions.
Yes, sir, we definitely will.